Hi guys, and welcome back to a new sketchbook tour. Yeah, honestly, there's not much for me to start to say for the intro, so just straight up get to the cover page. This is a multimedia sketchbook from Gerstecke, like the German art store. It's their own brand. All of these just random stuff I had lying around. This is a print, or like I think it's actually a postcard, but I don't really write postcards to people, so I thought it would be cute on here. This is the artist, Rosie at Heart. Really love their stuff. I have a bunch of stuff from them. I have a few pins and buttons, and I got this one in like a surprise bag. Yeah, I don't know if they have like an online shop. Oh well, here it says Etsy, so check them out on Etsy, I guess. Because like I got all my stuff from them at conventions. So yeah, I think I've been to conventions where they sold their stuff like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, I actually haven't been to a convention in almost 2 years. So I really hope I get to go to 1 or 2 this year. I prefer going to like small conventions, not like those really big ones, like one of the biggest or maybe the biggest in Germany regarding anime conventions is Dokumi, and then there's also Animagic, but those are way too big for me. I've been to Comic-Con once, and while it is cool, it's just a lot of people there, and tickets can be very pricey, and I'd rather go to small conventions. And yeah, and buy stuff there, because either there you don't have to pay for entry at all, or it's fairly cheap. So yeah. Anyways, first page of the sketchbook. About me, Mao, my melody, they, them, ROS Black Sapphic, graphic design student, 20 years old. These are just some song lyrics, and here's my interests: One Piece, Kengan Ashura and Omega, Fire Emblem, Three Houses and Engage, and more. So yeah, I drew my persona, this thing of a song I really like to listen to, especially around this time. A slice of an orange, because I was eating a lot of oranges at that time. A rat, because my platonic boyfriend, Remy. So obviously his name is Remy, so he's a rat. And my medication. I was running out of ideas what to draw on here. So we're starting off this sketchbook with a boom. This is such a good page. I love this page so much. It's so full and so... Oh, I love the drawings and just everything about it is so cool. This is my OC Allure. Yeah, this was just a lot of fun to draw. I don't have much else to say. Yeah, I really liked the doodles I did around to fill the page. Alright, now we can turn the sketchbook around, because most pages I actually drew this way. Is this good on camera? Yes, it is. Okay, so this is my OC Taku and my friend's OC Shizu. They started off as Blue Lock OCs, but we're not really into Blue Lock anymore. And Taku started out like as a boy, Takumi, because Blue Lock is just boys. But when I put Takumi into my OC universe, I made them a girl, so they became Taku. It's just like another version of him, and I like to put Taku into different universes in general. There's like the where it all started, the Blue Lock version, then there's my OC Universe version, there's one for Fire Emblem Three Houses, and one for One Piece. And this is for One Piece. There she is part of Baroque Works, and her like nickname, codename, whatever, is Miss Doll's Festival. And Shizuo, my friend's OC, I wanted to make him Mr. 13, but I kind of forgot that there already is Mr. 13 in canon. So I guess he's Mr. 14 now. Yeah. At this point, I hadn't started making a One Piece AU yet, but by now I think earlier this week I started one, or like thinking about one, and yeah, so these two are part of that AU, so I don't have to like try figuring out how to put them in canon or what they would do in canon. I just do whatever for my AU. Alright, this page is this way again. Partly. Wait. Here I got my hair cut, and I also dyed it. Like, I got it cut at the hairdresser, and then I dyed it myself because, you know, dyeing them at the hair salon can be kind of pricey, you know. And also it takes a long time, and I just don't really like sitting around there. But it was the first time I went to that hairdresser, and it was so great. I'm definitely going there again. It was such a good experience, and also I can make the appointments online. I don't have to call. I don't have to talk to anyone to like make the appointments, which is very it's really useful. And yeah, then here I drew my OC Min 6, like in a nice outfit, because I was just kind of growing tired of the clothes I usually draw him with, and I think this outfit it's much cuter. And yeah, then here we have Diana. This was drawn on separate paper, and I just glued it in here. I'm pretty sure I wanted to like use up leftover gouache I had on my palette, and yeah, I'm pretty sure actually it looks like watercolor, but I'm pretty sure it's just really watered down gouache. So like for the drawing of Diana. Okay, actually I thought many more pages would like not be like this or so like this. I expected more to be like this, but it seems like I remembered it wrong. Anyways, Merosi Minifas. I really need to stop saying Merosi all the time. Unless like I draw a character from another person's OC, or a character from stuff I'm into. But yeah, Minifas, Mystics, and Xavion. I had a lot of fun with the sketchbook in general. I had one of these, I think 3 years ago. Yeah, it must be 3 years ago, because that was back when I was shortly before my finals at my last school. And I am now shortly before my finals at my current school. I am soon graduating as a graphic designer. That is kind of insane to think about. But yeah. Okay, so here, I'm just gonna, yeah. So I've mentioned Blue Lock, my Blue Lock OC, you know, a bit earlier in the sketchbook, and these two are like Baru and Shido originally from like Blue Lock, but I altered their designs to like make them my own OCs, and I've also altered their story. More like they're heavily based on, or like heavily inspired by Baru and Shido from Blue Lock, because they're just my favorite characters. And also, you know, Taku started as Takumi with an OC companionship with Shido, and you know, I can't just put Taku into my OC universe and then not let her have her partner. So yeah, we got Shido as well. Her name is Ryu, which is based on Shido's first name, Ryusei. Same goes for Baru. His full name in Blue Lock is Shoei Baru, so this is Sho. I am so creative. But yeah, obviously I also changed the species, because Blue Lock just humans, you know, it's not like a fantasy story or whatever. So yeah. Okay, I think this is where it starts, that I was just drawing this way. Just some sketches of Jake, playing around with some felt tip markers. Then I'm just gonna have to remove my phone's charging cable real quick. So I can have the pages lay flat over here. Here's Apu from One Piece. He's so silly. I love his design. He's so silly. And also this is Apu like as a girl, because I really like her design. Thank you Oda. Oda made Apu a boy because he knew if he made him a girl, I would be. What would I be? I don't know. Yeah, but oh my god, I have to draw her again. In general, he's like very fun to draw because in One Piece, in case you're not you don't know much about it, there's different species and stuff, and there's humans who have like an extra joint in their legs, and those who have an extra joint in their arms, and I'm pretty sure they're called long arm people or something like that. Anyways, Apu is one of those, as you can see. So that was fun to draw because you know, I kind of already struggle with arm poses, but having an extra joint kind of made it, I don't know why, but it just, I didn't struggle as much. Pretty sure I referenced this arm and hand from like official art of him, but I don't think this one. I think I drew this pose of this arm by myself. But yeah, I want to draw him again. Maybe do like a full design for gender bend Apu, because she's so cute. Then here's also Law from One Piece, and my self-insert Melody. They ate the cat fruit model, domesticated cat, so they can turn into a little kitty cat. Yeah, so this was also before I started coming up with my AU, but I haven't really figured out specifics of it yet, but basically I was always trying to figure out how would Melody and Law like meet and like get to know each other, not just like meet somewhere because they just happen to be on the same island or fight or whatever. And I'm not really sure about it regarding my AU, but they definitely know each other as when they were children. Law is a few years older than Melody, I think by like 4 years. And yeah, but they definitely meet again when they are older. I just need to figure out that stuff and how exactly my AU works, because like most I've changed regarding the original story of One Piece, and my AU is that so for Baroque works in One Piece, the members don't know each other except their partner they work with. So for example, Mr. Free and Miss, oh my god, was it Miss Golden Week? I'm not sure, or like Mr. One and Mrs. Doublefinger. So like, you know, but in my AU, everyone who has like a Mr. or Mrs. nickname, they know each other. They're kind of more like a family. They're more close with each other. Only like the billions and millions, everyone on a lower rank, they don't know each other personally, and they also don't even know who is like running Baroque works and all. So yeah. Anyways, on with my OCs. Here's Sideris and Flore. Something I like about this paper is first it's really thick, and it takes every medium I use very well. It's one of my favorites. Actually, it's just the second time I ever got it, because I like to use other sketchbooks as well. And I think for a really long time I actually didn't find it again, because it was like on a higher shelf in the art store. So I didn't really find it unless I was like really looking for it. Yeah. And here I used like felt tip pens, water-based markers, and then I went over with a wet brush to like Do I have an example somewhere? No. Oh yeah, here. Like, you know, it's kind of streaky, and to like remove these the streakiness and make the colors flatter. Yeah, it worked really nice. I did this on a lot of pages afterwards. Like here, this is my Fire Emblem self-insert Mai, and my friend's OC self-insert Yumasona, whatever, Frida. Yeah. Had a lot of fun drawing these two little goobers. And oh yeah, here's my OCs Jojo and Tracy. I had designed Jojo. Well, actually, these two OCs have existed for years, but I think at some point I dropped them, but I created them back in like 2017. And last summer I brought Jojo back, and then I was like, I remembered that Jojo originally had an older sister. I just did not remember her name for the longest time. Like for years I was struggling to figure out what her name was. And then I remembered, like out of nowhere, it's Tracy. And I think one of the reasons why I struggled remembering it, because so I have these two OCs, Goldie and, well, they by now only really Goldie still exists, because she started as, her full name is Goldie Light, and she was a Five Nights at Freddy's OC, and so was Goldie Star. They were like an animatronic duo or something. I don't know what 12-year-old needed, honestly. And I made human versions from them, and their human versions name were, or like more like the names of the humans who were stuffed into the suits, you know, Five Nights at Freddy's. Their names were Tracy and Stacy. So Goldie Light was Stacy and Goldie Star was Tracy. And I think I associated the name Tracy with Goldie Star all the time. So I didn't really think that I had named another OC Tracy, but I'm like 99.9% sure that her name had been Tracy from the moment I made her, so yeah. Also, this page was really fun to draw. I really enjoy the texture that gives, like, when I used like felt tips, water-based markers and all, and then went over with a wet brush. I really like how it looks on this paper. It's something I can't do with every paper, because some papers, they like suck in the colors, but on paper like this it just sits on top, so you can re-wet it and all. This page isn't really much, it's just my OC's Armor, Noctus, I forgot what I call it, and Lucifer. And here we have Taku again, specifically Mistral Festival, so like in my One Piece AU. Yeah, just some silly drawings of her. I really love drawing her, if you couldn't tell. Okay, so Bartolomeo from One Piece. I love him so much. Such a silly little guy. Just, you know, I want to just want to squish him. Yeah, I have a Krypton Human ship with him. Love him very much. So he's so silly. He's so silly. So yeah, I use my One Piece self-insert melody for this human ship. Yeah, and here's just more doodles of Melody. No, this is not Melody. This is Maoban, my persona. Yeah, just some doodles and some cat doodles, like of the cat version of my persona. There's some eraser shavings. More Taku, just some doodles who are having stomach ache, and yeah. So this is Taku in my OC universe. The only thing I got wrong here, because it was something I changed very recently, is her eye or like her eyes in general, because I made her part another species, which means her eye, the pupil shape should be different, and her eyeball should be, like the sclera should be yellowish, but I forgot about that, so oops. But at least I remember to make her halos orange and the wings as well, because it was something about her design that I had forgotten for probably half a year. Oopsie. Oh yeah, more doodles. I really like how this one looks. Yeah, I sketched and then I went in with 2 aqua markers, like per doodle, and afterwards I went over with a marker to do line art. And yeah. Oh yeah, Sato and Taku, I think I was like really eager to finish the sketchbook, or I just wanted to draw a bunch. I don't really remember. Dekrai and Tiki. Then here's, oh yeah, more sea doodles. Okay, I'm not gonna count up each of them because there's a bunch of this on this page. Or, oh yeah, more art of Bartolomeo. He's so tall. Oh my god, why are One Piece characters so tall? I'm short, okay? He is 2.5 meters tall. And that's like, I'd say average for a One Piece character. I don't know, just characters taller, like human characters. Of course, giants in One Piece, they're extremely tall because they're giants. But humans are still really tall as well. Yeah, and also Melody with Bartolomeo's jacket, really silly, and some ballpoint pen doodles of Taku and Sato. Sato is the twin sister of Taku. She also started as a Blue Lock OC called Satoshi, where she was a guy as well, but well, her OC Universe version is, you know, a girl, just like Taku. I originally did that to like differentiate them better, but now it's just when I make other universe versions of them, I just choose what gender I want them to be, you know. Yeah, some stuff. Oh yeah, here I was like practicing body constructions with different amounts of like the head. So this is 3 heads, 3.5, 4, 5, and 6, and how the differences in proportions would be, because depending on a character's design and vibe, I choose on that. And yeah, I for like characters who are up to 160 centimeters tall, I'll use 3 heads, and then taller 3.5, and then as they go taller, you know, I just add 1. Here, my friend drew some stuff, Kanjuro and Kinemon. Oh my god, I was like about to be disappointed in myself because I thought I forgot his name. Yeah, from One Piece. Also, Jinbei is Chikawa, Vapol is Chikawa, and Bartolomeo, question mark, and Chester. Here my other friend drew Caesar. I had specifically requested Caesar because he's just really silly. I like him. And Chopper and Bob's Burgers Luffy and if you know, you know. And Chikawa and Usagi. No, this is not. Is this Hachiwara? Hachiwara? I'm so bad at remembering the names of Chikawa characters. I know Chikawa. I know Usagi. I know one of them is called Hachiwara. Or Hachiwara, I don't know. I love Chikawa, so that's kind of yeah. Yeah. These are actually the last drawings in the sketchbook. I didn't do anything on the last page. But yeah. That's it with the sketchbook. I have one more ready to film, which I'm gonna do right now. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video, whenever that will come. As I mentioned, finals are about to start in 1.5 weeks to be exact, like at the time of this recording. So I am not making promises of when I will upload my next video. Anyways, thank you for watching. Bye bye!